Anti-establishment sentiment. Anti-establishment sentiment is a feeling of distrust or anger towards established institutions and authorities. It's a belief that existing power structures do not serve the interests of ordinary people. Instead, they believe these structures serve a privileged few. Economic inequality and political corruption can fuel this sentiment, as can a sense of social injustice or a lack of political representation. The people versus the elite. Populist movements often frame this anti-establishment sentiment as a struggle between the people and the elite. The people are typically portrayed as hardworking and honest, embodying the values and virtues of the nation. The elite, on the other hand, are depicted as corrupt and self-serving, disconnected from the concerns and realities of ordinary people. This division is a powerful rhetorical tool that can mobilize support and push the people into action. The definition of the people and the elite can vary depending on the specific context and the goals of the populist movement. In some cases, the people may refer to the working class or a particular ethnic or religious group. In other cases, it can encompass a broader part of society united by shared grievances or anxieties. Similarly, the elite can refer to political leaders and economic powerhouses or extend to intellectuals and media figures who are seen as shaping public opinion and influencing policy. The role of anti-establishment sentiment in populist movements. Anti-establishment sentiment is one of the biggest forces behind many populist movements. It provides a sense of shared identity and purpose for those who feel marginalized or excluded from the existing power structures. It also serves as a justification for challenging the status quo and demanding change. This sentiment can be harnessed to mobilize voters, pressure governments, inspire political participation, and even spark social movements. Populist leaders often tap into this sentiment by portraying themselves as outsiders who are fighting for the interests of ordinary people. They might even use inflammatory rhetoric to denounce the elite and promise to restore power to the people. This can be a powerful way to connect with voters who feel disillusioned with traditional politics and wish for change. The dangers of anti-establishment sentiment. While anti-establishment sentiment can be a catalyst for positive change, it can also have negative consequences. When taken to extremes, it can lead to social unrest and even violence. Demagogues can also exploit it to gain power by manipulating popular anger and resentment. This can erode trust in democratic institutions and lead to instability. It is important to remember that not all anti-establishment sentiment is the same. Some populist movements may have legitimate grievances and offer constructive solutions. Others may promote divisive ideologies and seek to undermine democratic institutions. It is necessary to critically evaluate the claims and proposals of populist leaders and movements and to consider the potential consequences of their actions. Conclusion. Anti-establishment sentiment can be a force for good or for ill, depending on how it is channeled and expressed.